Hi everybody, how are you doing? This is SJS Rana, Surendra Singh Rana reporting from India North, a place called Chandigarh, which is like north of India. I've got a few interesting topics to discuss today. I released video 2-3 days back on YouTube. This is going to be my third video, and we got very interesting topics to discuss today. A lot of things going around the world. My last discussion I had quickly touched upon various topics from Biden having a feud with Putin over the killer statement. Then we got a lot of other issues. Also had good discussions on what's going to come in future. As I've been predicting for last 10 years on my various sites at One World Press, worldpress.com, and even posting on my postings www.fb.com/trustonemust. So I have an interesting topic today because there are 2-3 things which are going on, and one of the things caught my attention. Again, it's a big event going around. This is right now time over here is 3:30 UTC, 3:30 hours UTC, March 27th. So let's come up few of the topics which are very important. One of the topic being how North Korea reacted to the Biden administration. It was quick to launch a few ballistic missiles, especially 2 solid fuel, and other topics being what happens on the follow-up of Russia-US relationship post Biden statement. Biden released the first press statement also. Very tragic development in US with the storms, tornadoes raging across US, especially southeast, and other issues being, the big, which has got my attention, is this evergreen ship, the mega ship, blocking the whole Suez Canal. It's been like many days. I just heard it like 2-3 days back, and I said, they're going to resolve it. It's a very simple thing, but it seems like it's become a big issue now, that Suez Canal has completely been blocked by the evergreen, and it's very simple solution out there, but people don't sometimes remember it. So anyways, I'm going to discuss those really quick. I'm going to be very snappy this time. I'm just going to be like about taking almost 5 to 7 minutes, that's all. So first on the statement of what's going on with, let's pick the mega issue, the Suez Canal. This is a big event going around, and that evergreen ship is estimated about having more than 200,000 tons, and it's as big as Empire State Building. Obviously, it's been there for like more than 4 days now. I understand it. They've been trying various efforts to bring to the to open up the canal because it's blocking on the sideways. If you see the tip pointing towards somewhere to the Japan coast or the China side, and the back end is pointing towards Egypt. Now those things are basically supposed to get resolved pretty soon, but this seems to be like 200,000 ton ship. It's already caused major issues, like it's about 10% of the traffic flows to the Suez Canal, and it's been blocked now. Obviously there's been 2% rise on the crude oil prices. You can see it's going to jump back. It's also causing a lot of havoc towards the ships which are supposed to cross. It's like bumper to bumper. It's like whole traffic jam on the Suez Canal. It's one of the biggest pass people use for shipment and everything. So it is so laughable situation that even Jimmy Fallon brought into his daily show, this topic he discussed, and he was laughing. It's become a mocking jokery for everyone. The whole world is watching what's going on with this Maritime reporting that this is blocking the whole canal. Well, I've got a couple of solutions. We can have really quick look of the situation. It's like a big ship. Obviously, it's got a lot of shipments in it, and also this is the canal. If you see, it's like 900 feet wide. So it's got plenty of space to move around, but this ship has somehow put itself to the edge to edge on the canal, 900 feet edge to edge. It's blocked the whole thing. Now, I don't know, I suspect like there are some shipments in it which are very important and critical. I want to understand, because I don't have those information. I could not read it from the websites which provide the information what's going in the ship. But I guess like if there's something to do with the magnetic equipment being shipped, it's supposed to escalate this maneuvers. So if that is there, we got to know. But if considering everything of that nature is not there, it's just a simple ship having big blocks of iron because it's containing the iron blocks. So a couple of ways to solve really quick. One is we can see how the ship is lying, like it's like pointing to the magnetic north, the magnetic north pole. I'm just talking, which is moving swiftly. That's my another topic which came up last time. I said I'm gonna discuss it in the next topic, which has come incidentally, just like that. So if it is having it's having large ship containers, which are of metallic nature, mostly iron. So we have things which we could use from using the scientific phenomena, eddy currents, and obviously the standing waves we could use. So it's very simple, you could have a lot of poles underneath the ship. I guess underneath the ship, like 30 feet, 40 feet below, or 50 feet below, they have a water flowing where they could just ramp up few poles. So some poles across and big poles connecting together, and they got to pass big heavy currents to that poles, which are going to realign the ship, because of the eddy currents are going to induce currents on the ship container. Provided they have to have no electricity running, generator running, everything should be switched off on the ship, and then the eddy currents run from the below using the big pipes. There are going to be many pipes which are going to be just around. I think it's like going to be needing about 100 or 150 feet long running pipes, and then supply current to that, or have big wires, electric wires run through it, and it's going to induce the current to the ship, and it's going to align it. The other swift solution I have is obviously standing waves, and we have longitudinal waves, and there are EM waves also. So those things can also be done, which obviously requires something big, as using like what we see from the effects of huge electromagnetic transmitters. Those things can be done. The Alaska having those stations up in their ELFs and EMFs, those things can generate that. The other thing they could use, which is last very simple solution to this whole thing, is they could simply use the valve. There's something called what we see the Tesla valve, and they could just opposing to the currents, where the currents are flowing, the water currents are flowing, they're going to have it on the sideways, and for some moment they're just going to install it, or they're going to activate it one by one. And the way they do it is one side and the other side later on, but one side is going to induce some push because of the valve is going to stop the water, and the other side is going to push the flow where the tip is blocking the other side. That way they're going to push it, and they can just tug it with the simple bulldozer, which they have. One bulldozer is lying there, I guess I saw that, and that is going to do the job. It just needs a tug, a push, that's all. So my solution to the whole world is, okay, it's very simple. It's like Tesla valve, So if you want more details about it, you can always contact me. It's hashtag SJS Rana. I've given you my details. My number is also there. It's 896-810-7947, which is obviously in India. It's 91. But mind it, my number, which I have seen from past many years, is mostly hijacked by the Indian stooges here. Those agencies, they keep monitoring my number. They're monitoring always my data and communication, because they know I'm originating the ideas. They want to tap it, and they rebrand it and sell it under their name. That's what they do. I have no people around my neighborhoods which they've installed as agents, who just keep eye on me every time. I'm like 24/7 on surveillance by them. So everything they're monitoring, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, that's how this India state works. It's a total authoritarian state, and it's become, a massive surveillance state now. What it does, they want to observe and surveillance the good people who are working for the human rights. They want to have tab on them, because they know if we can control these good guys, they have a big show running for the whole world. So that's something which I've seen for last 5-6 years. It's ramping up, and they have really clamped down on people who are working for the humanity. Okay, on the quick wrap, I've already taken more than 9 minutes. On the Biden and Putin issue, you see Biden is now nowhere to be seen. He doesn't have any statement for Putin. He only made one statement. Okay. The other thing which is going on is North Korea, which really said, okay, hey, I'm alive, you forgot me, by the way, Biden. Here are my 2 missiles, which I'm going to shoot to the air, and it's going to fall on the sea, which is somewhere near to the Japan. And those missiles, I guess I've seen them performing. They seems to be like solid fuel, which is good. They're short range, but they could be very deadly because they're precise. This is like advancing the technology. North Korea is already coming up with long-range ballistic missiles. So, you know, the world situation changing. I guess there is a lot of things which is going to come up with the whole situation right in the vicinity of April, you know, around April 2021. I see a lot of things going on. Government's going to face a lot of embarrassment of people discovering what they're doing, and shadow government will also come up in the limelight. So it's in the April, it's my prediction. Okay, and we have a major storm developing in April also, beginning first week. You should start feeling the effects after once the earthquake strikes on 28th of March, 29th of March. I guess big earthquake's gonna rattle earth, and we're gonna have tsunami. We're gonna have a lot of major events lining up 28th, 29th March until April 2nd. It's supernature. On the Suez Canal, you know, if you can't solve it by that, you know, I'm going to activate the supernature. Okay, there's a supernature phenomena which is controlled by very few people on planet Earth, even using the Schumann resonance cavity. I've got all those things which are lined up, but let's first give it a try from the physical side. People are going to do it. Otherwise, supernature comes to your help. Okay, this is your host, Surendrajit Singh Rana, sjsrana@yahoo.com. I'm sending my updates. I'm also going to update this onto my website and also post it to my Facebook. So keep watching, guys. Have a good time. It's about 3:45 UTC now, AM, March 27. I'm going to see you next time. I've got a lot of other topics to discuss. Take care. Bye. I'm going to post this video. It takes a long time for me to post from India. You know, surveillance, you know, massive surveillance blocks my videos. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.